Let me mute myself.
Okay, I think we've just begun live streaming. This is the Charles County Delegation meeting on January 27, 2023. So the bills have been drafted. One of them has been kicked back. The Revenue Authority bill has been kicked back. So now we have 5, and they are the property tax credit that I want to talk briefly about. The last discussion we had, we said that we felt comfortable. I think I led that, but we felt comfortable with the volunteer firefighter exemption mirroring the senior exemption, all except for the age. There was some discrepancy as to how much that is, the income limit is on that. I think there was some discrepancy on the information we got, but I looked it up just before we got on at the meeting, and there's an income limit of 50,000 and an asset limit of 200,000. We have an LR number on this already. It does not reflect that. I'm open for discussion as far as what we want to do. Hearing none. Are there some hands up?
Well, I have a question. The idea is that we would mirror what you just cited. I'm in agreement with that. That sounds logical, and I would propose that we incorporate that.
Thank you. Any further discussion?
And Madam Chair, if I might, as we move through, as I'm looking at the list, I know we cover, I think, 18%, maybe, whatever. We have a small percentage of the county, but I want to make sure, and part of my conversation with Senator Ellis a little later, or whenever we can catch up, is as we're deciding to do something in the small area of 27A, we want to make sure that we let you guys know as well, let everybody know as we go forward, because I just think as solid as we can be moving forward on any of our initiatives, whether it's legislation or LBIs, then I think we stand a better chance of getting those through. And if you look at our committees assignments that we have, we are very strategically placed to be able to bring to bear not only our votes but our eyes on opportunities that are out here. So I'm going to be drawing on each one of you all, because part of the district that I have and not only inherited but got enhanced was part of your district. And so I need to understand who we touch for projects. So that's part of my conversation with each of you all. And so I just wanted to say that. I should have said that a while back, but
Well, thank you. And however we can help, just let us know. We're going to let you take the lead on that. The second bill, and all of these have been cross-filed. So there is a Senate version, you guys. There's an LR in the Senate. The golf cart legislation, we haven't had these back yet. So I haven't reviewed them. I just want to make that clear. And that's been filed. The Tri-County Council bill, you guys want to talk about that anymore? We have an LR number. We thought that we discussed having the chair of the Southern Maryland delegation carry it. We haven't had any discussion with our members from the Southern Maryland delegation. I think we need to do that. Any discussion?
I think it's Madam Chair Patterson, I think it's right that we had that discussion amongst, in the Southern Maryland delegation, as we move forward, because I guess again together, we're gonna push it through, but we'd like to have everybody on board.
Absolutely. I'll put that on the agenda.
Thank you so much. And it has been drafted with the $45,000 amount. Okay. And I'm happy.
Delegate residents, not dollar.
Right.
I'm sorry.
I wanted to add to your wisdom.
Thank you so much.
On her mind.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I do have dollars on my mind. The posting notifications, it's been filed, and the all-terrain vehicles, we just got it back, and it is wrong. So if you guys want to see a copy, I'll send you a copy, but it addresses mini bikes or something like that. It is so wrong. And let me tell you though, I mean, as I look through the current legislation, it looks as if Charles County is already authorized to make laws regarding the registration of these all-terrain vehicles. Registrations and age restrictions are
That'll be good.
already. Once we got rid of the impoundment, I believe Charles County already has the authority, but I will double check and I'll let you know. My internet is unstable. Y'all see that?
Mhm.
Okay, so that's the status of these bills. I'll keep you up to date. You have any questions? Okay,
Madam Chair,
yes.
so will you pivot to me to talk about the bill request from the sheriff's office later, or shall we
Another-
talk about it now?
What was that one?
The unlicensed establishments
Thank
one.
you.
For
Thank you.
alcohol beverages.
Yeah, it's the my cabaret bill. Yes, can we, can I go through these LBIs and then we'll get to that?
Okay, sure. Yes,
Sure.
ma'am.
Thank you. Yes. LBIs that made it to the top, you guys. You should have gotten something from Sharon that tells you the ones that we voted on. What we did was we sent you a list of the LBIs that we agreed on pushing forward. There were 5 of them. There are 7 that we said that we wanted to put in the needing additional information, but not needing additional information, that we're going to look for alternative funding. So the next step, I'm going to go over these, but the next step would be to send you guys a priority list and have you number your priorities. And I suggest we do the same thing for the ones we want to refer for alternative funding, okay? So we're going to go over them. Indian Head Grocery Initiative. There was a unanimous vote without Chairman Wilson and Senator Jackson. There was a question as to whether, as to how they're organized. But I think we can overcome that. But they are serving a great resource in the county. And, I'm not asking for another vote. We already voted on it. Bell Alton did get their letter to us, the letter of support from the county, so they're in line.
Before you, could I get some information on the Indian Head Grocery Initiative?
So, yes.
When we get it, and the reason I ask is because we have that issue on the northeastern part as well. So I want to kind of take a look at that. So
Sure. Okay.
obviously supported, but I don't know why you're freezing up.
Willing Helpers. I know it says my connection is low. Willing Helpers. They got their information in, right, Sharon?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So Willing Helpers is number 3. Lifestyles is number 4. They want $900,000 for their kitchen, commercial kitchen at Southern Crossing. Delegate Patterson, you want to weigh in on that?
Yes, in order, right now, they are contracting out for meals for persons who are in transitional homes, as well as for the shelter in White Plains. And so by affording them the monies or funds to have their own kitchen, they're able to use and not have that additional expense. Plus, they will use it as a facility, as a training opportunity for some of the residents. They got an earmark from Congressman Hoyer, but that was for the completion of the remaining of the rooms, let's say that, the rooms. And I think that will help. Last year, we afforded them $500,000 through funding through Senator Delegate Wilson for the septic system. So this will bring this up to par and standards. So
And that was, thank you. That was one of the questions we had, and Sharon addressed the fact that the septic system is completed. That was a question we had last time. So that has been addressed. So that's number 4 in our LBIs. And the last one was Friends of Old Waldorf School Foundation. And they were supposed to get a letter from the county. Have they submitted that yet?
They did send the letter. They did get a letter from the county.
They did.
Yes.
And we have that.
We don't. There was some formatting issues, but in terms of they were on the agenda this past Tuesday.
Okay, I'm letting Delegate Harrison. Okay, so those are our 5, you guys. We'll be putting them on a voting sheet and sending them out.
So, Madam,
Sure.
was the county in favor of the Friends of Old Waldorf School funding? Was that a
That's the
positive?
letter we were talking about. Yes.
Okay, all right, thanks.
Well, look, I haven't gotten it yet, but Sharon says it's on its way. All right, there are a couple other things.
Chair Davis.
Yes.
I have a
Yes.
question regarding the Bell Alton. Is that for the roof or what? Did you say Bell Alton?
Yes. Oh, Bell Alton wanted to set up a museum in the one of their rooms.
Huh, okay, okay.
What is that? How much is that?
116,000.
Yes. They wanted to create a museum detailing the history of Old Bell Alton School.
Yeah, they should also get some monies. I will talk to them from the historical trust because Bell Alton is a historic building. So. okay.
Yeah.
Now, I thought they had a problem with the roof as well, the building.
So that would be the county. That is the county's building.
I know, that's why I asked the question.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we all support Bell Alton. So however they need assistance, I don't think we have any problem getting a vote from this group.
Okay, great, thank you.
All right. The next thing that I have is you guys take a list of the other organizations that we thought we could look for other funding for, and I'm going to send you a list of those, and you can prioritize them if you want to go over them quickly. It's the Town of Indian Head Riverwalk parking, the College of Southern Maryland, the CSM gym, Jude House, United States Bomb Tech, Upward Thrive Academy, Magnolia Gardens, and the amphitheater on the Potomac. Okay,
Okay.
those are the additional ones. And now if I could just go to just other things that we want to, Senator Ellis, I'll get to you in a second. District night. Are we having district night? Senator Ellis.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So we have commitment from Delegate Patterson, you, Madam Chair, and my office. Have anyone heard from Delegate Wilson? So we can use according to MGA rules, MGA funds for it. It's all have to come from the same source for everyone. So I know Delegate Patterson was in, and as long as I guess maybe we could take a vote, the majority of members here, to see if we want to do it in late February, maybe early March. And
Monty is, excuse me, Senator, Monty is supposed to send over some information to us regarding the district night, the information of, what the delegates contributed and all of that. Delegate Wilson is out of the office until Tuesday. So she's going to send that information to me and I'm going to give it to him. And we can definitely get back with a definitive answer for you too.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joy.
Senator Ellis, you and I talked briefly about including 27. I think we might, I don't know how strict the rules are, but it's all Charles County. So I think.
If I might, Madam Chair.
Yes.
I really don't know what the rules are either, but I know we have District 27 night. It's going to be on March 6th. It's like the first time that District 27 has had it. Senator Miller did not have a district night. And for us, we cover, parts of 3 counties, so. So ours is on March 6th. We will be in attendance to District 27. You can believe that. And you guys, I hope,
Okay.
will be in attendance with District 28, and we will certainly recognize our partners.
Okay.
I think the dollars that are contributed are for each district, right? If I'm
Okay.
correct. I think
Okay.
they're, it has to come from the same source. So each member gets $1,500. So if all 4 members are in agreement, you have $6,000 for your event. We're having it at Calvert House. We'll be sending that information out. And we have all 4 members are in agreement. Smart Fisher has agreed to be a part of it too. So we're moving in that direction.
That's great. I was just
We
worried.
appreciate the thought.
Yeah, we didn't want to exclude you.
We're gonna crash it anyway. We're gonna be there. And I hope
We'll
you
be
all
in
are there with
attendance.
us. Seriously, I mean, I want you all there, so, because we are a team, so,
Hey, who is January McKay?
Oh, that's my chief of staff.
All right, I'll let January in. Okay, district night, so we dealt with that. I'm getting a proclamation. I'm gonna make a habit of letting you guys know. So Thomas Butler died from Charles County. He was really important. He was a volunteer firefighter, happens to be a distant relative of mine. I won't qualify that. And there's a funeral on the 10th. So it'd be nice if a delegation showed up, and I will be presenting a proclamation from all of us.
thank you.
But I just wanted to let you know. Because I talked with Delegate Harris. I really want him to show up. I want people to know who he is. We try to have an agenda. So if you could let me know, let Sharon know the Tuesday prior to the meeting by close of business, if you have any additions or deletions for the agenda. And that's all I have. So I'm sending it back to, no, I had 2 other things. We got some late notices regarding potential bond initiatives, and we've kind of referred them to next year, but I want to let you know about them. Do you guys know about the Smallwood Village Club? They have a pool there. You know about that? So Sharon is working with them. Anyway, I just want to let you guys know. And Divine by Design, it's a mentorship group. And I don't know what they're looking for. Needing funds for all mentors as they would like to offer mileage reimbursement. Well, we're working with them. I just want to let you know, and we'll walk them through other funding, and we'll walk them through perhaps LBIs next year. That's all I have. And Senator Ellis says he has something he wants to bring up.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Chair, colleagues. So the Sheriff's Office submitted a bill request to regulate these unlicensed parties and the use of alcohol. Obviously, a lot of mayhem is surrounding a few of those functions. And this delegation decided it was too large a hammer to use. So I volunteered and we're to speak with the Sheriff's Office, and Amani have been negotiating with Judge Jerome Spencer with the Sheriff's Office, and they have modified their proposal, scaled it back. So if I could turn over to Amani to quickly explain the modifications to the original proposal. Is that okay, Madam Chair?
Sure.
Amani?
Thank you, Senator. Good morning, Madam Chair, delegation members. So I had a couple conversations with Mr. Jerome Spencer, the staff attorney at the Sheriff's Office. And basically, he was saying that the live entertainment aspect was taken out of this bill, which would ultimately expand the existing laws in Charles County to cover those businesses that are participating in these activities, that are able to slip through that loophole of having no liquor licenses or permits. So he's kind of modeling it after a few statutes that exist in other counties. He gave me 4. There's one in Anne Arundel, there's one in Baltimore County, Harford County, and Baltimore City. But ultimately it's like amending that statute that already exists in Charles County just to kind of close that loophole up. So that's just the gist of it. Of
Thank you, Amani.
course.
And so I'll turn back over to you, Madam Chair, for questions or take a vote. And so could I just say, I preemptively made a decision to have the bill drafted as amended by the sheriff's office. And so it's drafted in the amended form, but of course it's not dropped yet. And so it won't drop until or unless we get a majority vote from this body. So that is, I fulfilled my assignment and I turn it back to you, Madam Chair.
Okay. Okay. My concern is that I'm pretty done on this side. I'm still trying to review this stuff. We gotta have deadlines. We gotta have something. I mean, the deadline here for me would be the 2nd, I think, for LBIs. I mean, for new bills. I think. Anyway, is there a discussion?
Yeah, Madam Chair, I think I'm in line with the sheriff's request. Obviously, in Prince George's, we've done that. And so, if this body chooses Senator Ellis, and I will, do what we need to do on this side.
Yeah, my question isn't the request because I haven't seen it. My question is process. That's all.
Oh, I'm sorry, about the 2nd being a deadline?
No, it's already passed. Sharon just walked in to tell me that the deadline for us to have a guaranteed billing has already passed. We gotta have some deadlines, you guys.
Madam Chair, the bill is drafted as amended, so we just kind of, so we met that deadline.
So we haven't seen it.
Okay.
We have the LR number. We're just waiting on the actual draft. It's in, the request is in, but we're just waiting on the actual draft to come back to us.
Well, I guess we can't vote on it until we see it. I would at least say that. So the concerns with the bill were, I called it the, God. Oh, I totally forgot the word. Cabaret. It's a cabaret bill. I called it a cabaret bill. Do you guys recall it, the discussion on it?
Yeah, which for the layperson, definitely for me, can you give me a synopsis of it again?
The synopsis was that if back in the old days, you didn't and today you don't need a liquor license if you're not serving alcohol. You don't need a permit or a license if you're not serving alcohol. So back in the days, my parents used to rent out the fire hall, and you bring your own liquor. We don't need you don't need a liquor license. So I think the proposal is that you can't have liquor at these places anymore. Senator Ellis, if you could correct me.
No, Amani, like I said, she got into the weeds. So if you could, I know they did not overall ban BYOB. And so they took that portion out of the request.
So what's left?
What's left, Amani? You have your.
Let's see here. So from what I understand, what I talked to Mr. Spencer with was it's going to ultimately encourage people or businesses to get liquor licenses, but close that loophole that the unlicensed establishments can use to have that BYOB thing in place, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and if I might, Madam Chair, some of the challenges that law enforcement has is if you don't have a license for an event, folks tend to mingle outside around the car trunks and things of that nature, and pop the trunks and the coolers and whatever else, and that unfortunately leads to some conflicts and some other matters. So they're trying to curtail that. So a little familiar with that, with what they're trying to do. So,
And that's already illegal because you're not even in a facility, right? That's already illegal.
I got you, but it's on those it's oftentimes on that private property. So they're I think they're trying to curtail it, so.
So
I
are we
think I
talking-
know what they're trying to do, and I don't know what was taken out of the bill. I haven't taken a
What
look.
would the bill do? Say that they cannot bring the liquor or the BYOB as I.
I think they're trying to get rid of the BYOB and have them, encourage them to get the license, but I haven't seen it. Mr. Amani has it.
Hmm.
So should we table till we can see it or have more discussion? We need actual, Imani, did Attorney Spencer give
I'm sorry, you cut out.
you a copy of what you used to submit to? Did Attorney Spencer give you a copy?
Yes, I do have that.
Could you share it?
Yeah, absolutely. If that's okay, with Senator Ellis. then
Oh,
we can-
yeah, definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely share that.
Yeah, we're doing this on behalf of the delegation, so definitely it's a
Perfect.
delegation work product.
All right, perfect. I can send that out.
Okay, I'll share it.
My question is.
We'll share it with everyone.
Who would be impacted with this decision?
I know, we got to sit down with it. We'll sit down. We'll have an opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anything else, you guys, for the good of the order? I think I've dealt with all of the announcements. Any other announcements? Delegate Patterson announced a list of meetings. Are we still every 2 weeks? Are we? Okay, it's still every 2 weeks, you guys.
Every 2 weeks, and we just wanted to give people a flavor why they should attend the meetings.
Yes,
And we try to do things that are tri-county. But if there's ever a need for duplication, just Charles, we can let you know.
yes. And we'll have our picture on the same day as the Southern Maryland delegation has theirs. So
Oh, that's right.
that makes sense, right? We'll take our pictures on the same day. Anything,
Absolutely.
Sharana, did I miss anything? No? Did I?
Yeah.
I've got notes all over the place.
Madam Chair,
Anything else?
Could I just jump in and say that?
Sure.
I brought up in the Southern Maryland delegation meeting, the pool in La Plata. Seemed like we developed a consensus, the Charles County delegation, to really find the resources to help them to restore those services. So that will be part of my discussion with the budget chair. That's why we asked the question of Dr. Wilson. I knew that study was on the way, but with the change in administration, I didn't see it. So they have it. And so Delegate Patterson requested that all the members receive that. So if you don't, reach out to my office and we'll make sure you get it. And we could continue to work together to make sure that essential service, which is in Charles County, is restored.
I thought I was
Good
really
question.
impressed with her opening comments. They were very deliberate. And I'm sure she recognized what had happened prior years, and her goal is to amend them, to offer a bridge. And I certainly appreciate that because she's very much on point with the scheduling of the classes as well as with the pool and some other issues. So I was very, very pleased with all of the presentations. And yes, thank you, Senator Ellis, for taking the lead on that.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
if I might, Senator Ellis, I know on the Calvert County side, the College of Southern Maryland does not have a pool. Is the Charles County facility the only place where the pool is? Of the three locations, is Charles County the only one that has the pool? I know we had the issue down there.
I
but-
think it is.
Okay. All right. And the reason I'm asking is because it's a tri-county education facility that's being used by folks. So I'm just, we want to help to get those amenities going. And I know that we have an appointment, a pending appointment. We had an individual who passed away on the Calvert County side that we're going to be submitting. We actually submitted it during the interim. So I'll be talking to Dr. Wilson about that. So I think we just need to be mindful of our, the appointments and everything else. So I too was impressed with her her presentation. And lastly, the segueing of credits. University of Maryland, University College actually did that. I've been on that faculty since the early 2000s. And there is a mechanism to reconcile where some folks went to the segue shorter semesters and they were able to recoup that. So good call on that, Delegate Harris. So that's it.
Okay. Any other comments, announcements? For the good of the order. All right. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So move.
Second.
Second.
Thank you. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks.